Hey everybody, I told you that I would take and do a video on what my everyday carry items are, or what everybody calls and refers to as EDC. What you see sitting here on the table, this is what I carry with me every single day. Due to my job, some of it I can't carry on my person due to policies and stuff, but other than that, this is what I have with me every single day, be it on my person, in my vehicle, when I'm out and about shopping, things like that. So we'll go ahead and get started here real quick. Obviously you see, and like everybody else out there, I'm sure your everyday carry items will change, either due to seasons, due to new equipment and gear that comes out, due to new manufacturing processes, personal studies that you've done, test and evaluation, things like that. So right here, what you can see is I've got the Haley Strategic incog holster. It's for an in the waistband, usually in appendix carry. At least that's where I carry mine. It's very, very comfortable. It does have the one belt clip. If you get the other holsters that they make for larger handguns, we'll get into my handgun here in a minute. The other holsters, it will have two clips on it to allow you a little bit more grip onto your good belt, things like that. Currently I have 3 of these holsters and I absolutely love them. If I'm carrying concealed, I can tell you it will be in this holster by Travis Haley in conjunction with, I can't remember who makes it with him right now. We'll come back to that after once I remember. And if you can see right there, I don't know how well you can see it due to the lighting, but you can see Travis's logo on there, the Dragonfly. So very, very good holster, very quick to draw from. I've had to draw from an incog holster one time on an actual individual that threatened to run me over and then got in his truck and started to back up at a rapid rate of speed. So I was amazed how fast I could get it out of the holster without thinking about it. Obviously there's going to be some practice that needs to take place with these holsters and making sure that you don't engage the trigger while you're reholstering, because you don't want holes in yourself, especially down there near the femoral artery and other precious areas to guys out there. So practice with it. It's a very quick, good holster, good retention, and honestly I don't know if anybody has noticed that I've had a gun on when I've been utilizing this holster. So we're going to go ahead and put that off to the side here. Next, let's go to this. This is my flashlight. Currently it's the Streamlight ProTac 1L-1AA. I don't know how well you can see that. I can't see that it's focusing real great, but that is my current everyday carry flashlight. Now this is a big topic for a lot of people. Flashlights, technology changes, size change. Some people want something a little bit more streamlined, smaller, easier to conceal, just drop in your pocket type thing. Some people want bigger flashlights for either more lumens, or they want a better grip on the flashlight when they're trying to utilize it, things like that. The reason that I have gone with this right now is cost. This one was like $42 or something, $41, something like that, simply on Amazon. The benefit to this one is it comes with both a AA or a CR123A battery. It will run on both. Now, when tactical flashlights were really big and coming out, you either had to buy a really expensive rechargeable one. Most notably was going to be the Streamlight that was out there. I carried a couple of different ones of those as a police officer, one on my belt and then one in my car, and they were phenomenal. They were really bright. You drop them into their docking station in your patrol car, they charge while you're out and about driving around. You need them, they're really bright. Then came the CR123A flashlights. These were brighter. The drawback to them is the batteries didn't last as long. They sucked so much power out so quick that it just didn't keep a good battery life, and the batteries were more expensive. I can't remember how much it was for CR123A batteries when I first started utilizing those, but it was something like $3 or $4 for a battery. Lucky for me, I was able to pick up bulk batteries I think there were 12 packs from Streamlight through one of our manufacturers and our dealers that we went through, so I was able to get some of those. But honestly, getting a AA battery flashlight, I believe it puts out 150 lumens. Let me check. Yeah, so for a AA battery in this ProTac 1L-1AA is 150 lumens for an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, you can see out, or it'll illuminate out to 105 meters. I don't know how well you can see that. Show you that so you have an idea. If you use the CR123A, you're going to get double the lumens. You're going to get 350 lumens out of this at 1 hour and 30 minutes for being able to see out or illuminate out to 160 meters. That's a lot better battery life than some of the others that you'll see. The big plus to this is the cost savings on being able to use AA batteries. You don't have to put in any adapter or anything in there. It just drops down in. The springs inside will go ahead and compress it to the right depth. You do have the waterproof little O-ring right there. And you've got a good little flashlight. It does have the pocket clip right here. Usually I'll hook that on the pocket. This one is brand new. I actually have 2 of these if I remember right. But the little pocket clip can clip on right there, or it comes with this little, kind of a cheesy little nylon case that it can slide on. It does have a belt loop. My other one that I keep in my backpack, it just stays inside of that case, stays in my backpack. This one will go in my pocket. I was a big fan of the Surefire E2D LED. Show you that. This was my daily carry for several years. Obviously you can tell because it's kind of beat up. And this is my second Surefire Defender E2D. This one is the LED version. The other one that I still have is not the LED. The LED is a little bit better on the life of the batteries, but it's the CR123A batteries, and they're just really expensive. The other one that I have, still have it, still uses it. Currently functions. I just don't carry it nearly as much because the LED is going to be a little bit brighter than the incandescent bulb that you have to replace in them. So, and we'll go over flashlights in a future video out there. So that is my daily carry. I like the size, and I love the fact that I can use either CR123As or AA batteries. Good little light. And you do have a strobe feature if you want it. You have a constant on tell switch that you can push, or depress it a little bit and you'll have your monetary. Click it a couple times and that's where you'll get your strobe. So good little flashlight. Doesn't have kind of the aggressive bezel end that I liked on the E2D. Right here, if you need to jab it into somebody as a defensive tool, you can. The Streamlight doesn't quite have that. I don't know how well you can see it. It's just not nearly as aggressive as the Surefire. But difference in size, price, $40. I think this one was like $130 at the time, the Surefire. So good light, good price. All right, next. Oh, everybody loves to talk about handguns, especially during EDC videos. Right now, currently, I am carrying the Glock 43X. If you follow our channel or you've been to any of our classes or I've come and taught any classes for you, you know that I am a huge Glock fan. I'm not sure how many we have. We've got a few of them laying around. Most of them are 9mm. I do have a couple of 40s. And I'm just call me a Glock fanboy, whatever it is you want. I don't care. I love the size of this one. It's a single stack. Double check. Look, it's empty. No ammunition. No magazine. Magazine's here and over here. It's a single stack pistol, 10 rounds. The grip, if I understand right, is the size of a Glock 19, the length anyways. So it's very, very comfortable in my hand. I like that they are adding the serrations on the front, so when you do your press check, you have something to grab onto instead of having to come to the rear or run the risk of putting your finger out in front of the muzzle or your hand as a whole. It still has the safe action trigger by Glock. The only thing it doesn't have is a light rail. With some of the weapons lights out there that are getting smaller and smaller, I would like to see them integrate a weapons light rail for an option at least. If I want to put a light on it, I can at that point. With this one, I'm kind of stuck, hence why you have to carry a flashlight with you every day. Very, very narrow. I'm not going to worry about giving you the specs on it. You can look that up on Glock's website, or I'm sure someone else out there has done something like that. It does have the traditional Glock sights. I would like to replace this preferably with the Warren Tactical fiber optic sights. I've got that on one of my Glock 19s, and I love that because the red fiber optic on the front just really jumps out there. So I've run about 200 rounds through this. Very, very good recoil management, very comfortable. Hides really easy because it is a single stack, nice and skinny. So Glock 43X, that's my daily carry. I will do a video well, maybe I'll have my wife do a video on what her daily carry stuff is. Some of you might have saw on our social media, the Facebook page, that I did just buy her a brand new Browning 1911 in 380 pistol. That is her daily carry. We've got, with ammunition shortage out there, I've managed to come up with 150 rounds for her to start practicing with, so hopefully we can do that over the next couple of days once these storms subside and we start warming up a little bit. But that's going to be her daily carry. Other than that, it's been a Glock 26. I'm thinking she's really going to like this little Browning 1911. So Glock 43, X for the extra length. My magazine pouch. Right now I'm going with the Pitbull Tactical. It is made in the US. I think it looks pretty good, and this isn't just for decoration. This is a great big rubber band. All right, it allows you to carry double stack or single stack magazines simply by sliding it in, and this big rubber band holds the plastic, gives you the tension in it that you need to keep your magazines from falling out. All right, I've used it a few times, just bought it brand new. I'm really liking it so far. I do carry it up on the left front near the appendix area opposite of the handgun. Very, very comfortable, very easy to get to. Low profile. I used to carry, concealed anyways, I would carry the Blackhawk, kind of their carbon fiber wrapped looking mag pouches. I really liked that, but I've been watching these and eyeballing these for a while, and I found one locally, so I thought, well, I'll give it a shot, and so far I really, really like it. So like I said, it's Pitbull Tactical, made in the US. They got a cool little stamped in American flag there, as well as their little Pitbull logo. Really, really happy with this as of now. I'm hoping this summer to be doing a lot more shooting. Once again, like everybody else out there in the shooting world, it depends on ammo availability, current political problems, stuff like that, on what's going on for firearms, and prices plus supply. Supply out there is absolutely ridiculous right now. So I do carry 2 magazines, one in the gun, one in the Pitbull magazine pouch. Currently right now I'm carrying the Spear Gold Dot 124 grain Spear Gold Dot hollow points. So I've got a various supply of hollow points, be it Federal HSTs, Spear Gold Dot, Hydra Shocks, High Shocks. I've got some Hornady Critical Defense. I've got Hornady Tap. And right now, after kind of looking at some of the ballistics, I've got the Spear Gold Dot G2 that I really like. I've only got one box of that, so I don't carry them very often, but in the center opening of the cavity right there, they've kind of filled it in with a little piece of polymer. In talking with some people from Spear, that's there, so if an officer has to shoot somebody that's wearing heavier clothing, some studies have shown that the hollow point itself will get clogged with pieces of clothing. Heavier jackets, leather, something like that might clog it up, and you won't get the performance and the expansion out of it like you would like to if you end up having to utilize your firearm. So I do carry 2 magazines, one in the gun, a spare magazine on my belt, just so I've got extra ammo if I need to. Lighter. I always just carry a lighter. I had to use it earlier today just to come out and thaw out some locks. We had some snow and rain come through the last couple of days, froze up some of the locks, so I always have a lighter on me just to thaw stuff out, start a fire if I need to, anything along that. Okay, I'm not going to show you the other side because it's got my debit card. This right here is my Night Eyes little thin wallet. I've got a new one on order. I've had this one for about 6 months or so, and I just broke the silicone little rubber band type thing that's right there to hold it in, so I do have another one ordered that should be here, I believe, on Tuesday. I'll show you that one. The nice thing about this is it does give you some tools. You've got a bottle opener, you've got a screwdriver, you've got another screwdriver, you've got kind of a little pry bar wedge thingy if you want, and then you've got a couple of little 1/4 inch, 5/16 and 3/8 wrench openings if you need to. Honestly, I've never seen anybody use one of these little thin metal things to use the wrench portion. I've used the screwdriver a couple times, but the wrench portion, I've never seen anybody do that. You also have a 1-inch little, I don't know, tape measure thing right there, a ruler, I don't know what you want to call that. So I've really liked this lower profile, thin type of wallet. If you saw me before, I'm one of those guys that has the George Costanza wallet. You know, it's well over 1 inch thick. and most of the stuff in it I didn't really need. So I've went to this, been really pleased with it, excited for my new one to get here. Looking at it, I think the rubber band portion right here is a little bit more heavy duty, and I've got it where it's got the RFID, I don't know, theft preventer cover thing on it. So we'll show you that one when that one comes as well. Give me just a second, I'll get all these cards put back up in there. Right now, all I really carry is my concealed, my debit card, my driver's license, obviously, and my Costco membership, because those are the ones that I seem to use a lot. Oh, and my work ID. I've got my work ID in there. And then just a couple of business cards. So good little wallet. I like it nice and thin. I can put it into my side cargo pockets and I don't even know it's there. All right, knives. Several years ago, I was in an incident up one of the canyons, and it was life-changing. It really was. The nice thing about that is what you see here is a lot of the stuff that I carried every single day. It was a different handgun at the time. It was a Glock 23C. It was the Surefire E2D flashlight that I was carrying, not this one. And I had a knife. It was a different knife. It was a CRKT M16 12M is the model number that I was carrying at the time. This one is a little Uzi knife. I'm not sure what the model is. F017-DT-S is what it shows on the blade. So that life-altering experience, I ended up having to use that knife to cut out a couple of seat belts, pulled some kids out. Everything turned out really good. They were trapped inside a car upside down in a river. So I was very grateful that I had a knife, as well as the handgun. The handgun was instrumental in getting the kids out of the vehicle as well, because when the car rolled and landed on its roof in the river, the roof kind of bent around the doors, so we weren't able to pull open the doors, because that was the first thing I tried to do, is grab the door handles and pull on them, and I wasn't able to open up the doors due to the roof being crushed on top of it. So I ended up shooting out one of the windows. We got the kids out. A good knife. Now when I say good, I'm not talking quality. This one is a very inexpensive knife. I think I pay $12 or so for this little knife, and that's on sale. Usually they're like 30 bucks or so at Big 5 Sports. I pick them up when they're on sale, because if I lose a $12 knife, I'm not going to be too awfully upset versus losing a $150 Benchmade. So that's why I've gone with the more inexpensive knife. I've got several different ones. I keep them in my pocket. I have a spare one at work in case I lose this one while I'm at work. I've got a couple of spares at home. I keep one in what we call our red bag, or our personal gear bag, that I take out on wildland fires in case I lose this one. And then I've got a backup one for it. I really like the serrated blades. Usually, at least the CRKT that I had was a Tanto tip with serrations, and I really liked that. I just kind of retired that knife. I'd had that for probably 7 years up until that incident. And then it just became really sentimental to me, and I didn't want to lose it, so it's locked up in the safe. The little Uzi knife, you can get them in black, this tan or flat dark earth, I don't know what you want to call that, or even the OD green. Biggest reason I carry this little knife is cost, and if I lose it, I'm not too awfully upset. I am looking at changing to a Kershaw knife that I just found. If I end up ordering that in the next couple of days, we'll do a review on it. The blade on it looks really cool for that Kershaw, but I really like these little Uzi knives. They hold an edge really well. I don't know if you guys saw the little video that I did out there on the knife sharpener that I found, but I've loved that just to be able to get in here and get those serrations sharpened. So this is my everyday carry knife. Has the little flip assist, spring assist on opening it. Little pocket clip. I do like the pocket clip up here towards the tip, or towards the blade, instead of a lot of the times they'll put it down here. That's just a little bit more user-friendly for me. So suture, or to each their own as far as how you carry, where you carry it. This goes inside of my right pocket, the flashlight's in my left front pocket, guns in the appendix area, spare magazines to the left of the navel on my belt. So that's my little knife. This isn't something that I carry on my person or in my pocket all the time. If I'm at the range doing any shooting, obviously I'm going to throw it in a pocket. It's a cat tourniquet. This is a brand new one. I haven't opened it up and preloaded it yet, or prepped it where it's going to be quicker to get on. But make sure if you're in the shooting sports, in your cars, out backpacking, hiking, camping, anything like that, hunting, carry a tourniquet. I have used a tourniquet before on a guy that had a knife, or correction, not a knife wound, a saw wound up into his thigh. My partner quickly put the tourniquet on, stopped the bleeding. As far as I know, we did bilateral IVs. We started an IV line in both the right and the left arm, started from some fluids, but he wasn't losing blood. So we didn't need to keep the fluids going. So make sure that you have a tourniquet. Maybe we'll do a little medical review on what I carry as far as medical equipment. I am an advanced EMT here in the state of Utah. I know you've got prep medic or medic prep and all these other medics out there. I'm not that high speed. I didn't go to medic school. I would love to if I had the time and didn't have small children. That's really my sticking point. We've got a phenomenal paramedic school down by where I work. You can get it all done and kicked out, if I heard right, in about 9 months. So maybe a little bit farther on down the line, that's an option for me. Right now it's not. But I love the medical side of things. I didn't think I was going to. Once I started getting into moving from police, military, contracting work to fire, I didn't think I was really going to be interested in the medical, but I'll tell you what, it is phenomenal. Tourniquet. I like the cat tourniquet, very simple to use. I don't like the SWAT tee. SWAT tee, if you've seen them, is just a huge rubber band. I've seen this one used. We've used it on that kid. It worked. I'm kind of sold on this one. So carry a tourniquet. These just came into play. I posted up a couple of days ago, well, maybe about a week now, that new glasses are on order. So glasses have arrived. I've got 2 different pairs. One of them, the case is busted over here, so I've got to call them up and see if they can't send me a new case. These glasses, I don't know how well you can see that logo or be able to recognize it. Some of you out there, I'm sure, will be able to look at it and go, I know exactly who that is. These are put out by Magpul Industries. Yes, the same ones that do all of your AR accessories, your magazines, your backup sights, all that other stuff. They are now getting into the eye protection industry, or realm of things, or whatever it is you want to call it. So they are safety rated. They're the CE, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this at all due to the lighting and stuff, but they're CE. These particular ones are the Terrain. They're a little bit of a brown frame with kind of a brown lens in them. Wore these ones, and I've got another pair, the ones that are in the broken case. I don't have them out here right now. I'll show you those a little bit later on. Really like the comfort. I like that they're wrapped around a little bit. I'm a big Oakley fan. I've loved my Oakleys. I don't know how many pairs of Oakleys I've had, but they are so outrageously expensive anymore. Just to replace the lenses on Oakleys, for me at least, was $50. And that's with my sister working at one of the sunglasses eye doctor places with a discount, was $50 on new lenses for some of my Oakleys. These glasses were on sale for $39. That's really the biggest reason why I bought 2 different pairs. Both of them were on sale for 39 bucks. The other ones I have are a little bit smaller frame, I believe. They've got a blue reflective lens and they're black instead of the brown, but so far I've really liked both pairs. Comes with the cool little Magpul logoed cleaning or pouch to hold them in, as well as it's a cleaning cloth for them. And then they all come with this hard plastic case. It kind of looks like one of the PMags. Has Magpul embroidered on it. A little bit of felt type material on the inside just to prevent it from scratching, stuff like that. So it's nice that for $40 I get a really good case, with the exception of the other one that was broken in shipping. But it comes with a hard case, the cleaning cloth and bag, and then it all goes inside of there. So really comfortable. They don't squeeze my head too much. I've got one pair of Oakleys that I bought last year that the ear pieces actually cut and dig into my ears, so I think I've worn those twice on fires, and that's about it. So we'll keep you advised, or keep you informed of what I think long term of these Magpul Industries sunglasses slash shooting glasses. All right, so that right there, what you see to the side of it, I've got my sunglasses, my knife, my lighter, magazine and handgun, spare magazine, my flashlight, my holster for my gun, my thin wallet, and then my tourniquet. Those are the things that I carry every single day, with the exception, of course, of my car keys that I need, a belt on my pants to be able to attach the holster, magazine, some of this other stuff onto. That is what I carry every single day. Hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, make sure that you contact me. Go ahead and give me a comment, post, share, anything else like that. Tell me what it is that you guys want to see some videos out there, and look forward to seeing you. Thanks.